From seemingly out of nowhere, Capcom has launched a brand new crossover game featuring its most popular characters in series. Teppen is a digital card game with a real-time twist. It's quick-paced, action-packed, and very different from other games on the market. Because of this, Teppen can be a wee bit intimidating at first, even for those with experience playing other card games. So here are a few quick tips to get you started. Let's start off with something simple. Even if you've settled on only playing with a few of Teppen's current roster of 8 heroes, I recommend spending a good bit of time with all of them. Getting heroes to level 16 unlocks the remainder of the basic cards not included in their starter decks. Many basic cards are strictly worse than cards in the core expansion, but you'll have to start somewhere. Also, unless your favorite heroes share colors, you'll need to play with the other heroes to unlock all the basic cards of your favorite hero's color. The single-player Chronicles mode is a good way to level up your heroes when you're starting out. This mode's challenges will offer you additional rewards and expose you to a variety of deck types and strategies without the pressure of facing human opponents. Some of these challenges provide decks to use for them too, so you can hop into them right away. Moving on to deck building, Teppen's newness means that its card pool is rather limited right now. Furthermore, many of the current cards out are designed with specific heroes and hero arts in mind. For example, both Ryu and Rathalos can use red attack boosting cards without issues, but Rathalos has a hero art which specifically synergizes with them. Given all of this, your beginning decks shouldn't veer too far from the strategies encouraged by the game. Study each character's basic deck to understand their suggested approaches. Also, avoid multicolor decks until you have a strong handle on Teppen's gameplay. The max MP penalties given to multicolor decks require honed skill and clever deck building to overcome. The particulars of Teppen's real-time system require a slightly different approach to deck building in general. Other card games encourage decks built with smooth resource cost curves, which ideally enable players to play something every turn. Teppen, however, doesn't have turns, and cards are only drawn to replace cards played. This means a handful of expensive cards will leave you entirely at the mercy of your charging MP bar without any hope for drawing into a cheaper card in the meantime. To prevent this problem, your deck should consist of a large number of inexpensive cards, far more than you probably expect. For unit cards in particular, the lowest MP cost is 3, and having 8 to 10 3-cost units in your deck is a good starting point. This may seem like a lot of cheap units considering decks are only 30 cards, but remember that every card played means a new card is drawn, bringing you ever closer to your fewer but more powerful units. And if your cheaper units can hold the line well, you'll be able to more easily save up for your high-cost units. Incidentally, your high MP units should be more than just big beat sticks. Units costing 6 or more MP will often keep you from playing much else for a while, so each one you include needs to count. They should either be units your deck is built to exploit, or units which can make a major impact all on their own. To help save up for your expensive cards during a match, you should seek to spend the 2 free MP you receive during active response whenever practical. This extra MP only lasts for this phase, and as mentioned earlier, every card played means a card drawn. So, being able to play anything while you have this free MP available can be a good idea. You'll cycle through cards more quickly and save mana in the long run, which will help you get to and play your expensive cards more quickly. Obviously, you don't want to just play cards willy-nilly, but if you have an action card you want to play, and you can afford to wait for active response, doing so can be rewarding. Action MP should also factor into your action card choices in deck building. Including action cards of 2 MP or less means having completely free cards to use during active response. 1 MP action cards in particular can be deceptively strong when used correctly. If you think your opponent may have action cards in hand, proactively playing a 1-cost action card can coax them into playing a response. If they do, and you have another action card to play, then you've effectively spent 1 MP to gain access to 2 MP. Be careful though, your opponent will also be looking to do the same to you. This brings me to the hardest aspect of Teppen to learn: timing. Sometimes you'll want to surprise your opponent with a unit right before their unit strikes you. Other times, you should play your unit after theirs hits you so yours lasts longer. Buffing and debuffing action cards favor late play, but if you have too many action cards in hand, playing them out fast is the only way to quickly draw into more units. I know the clock is ticking and your opponent's units are drawing close, but learning when to hold back and when to throw down is crucial to success, and that will only come with practice. The tense timing element of Teppen is what makes it so exciting and unique. Hopefully, it will also be what ensures the game's success going forward. Capcom is second only to Nintendo in having a large and lovable stable of characters, and I want to see classic Mega Man show up in here someday. So get out there, keep these tips in mind, and rise to the top.
Pure energy becomes pure strength. It's up to me to find my true purpose.